that can find pieces of the absolute truth to bring them together, liberate the shards, set man free, and make God whole again, at which point the world becomes whole. The secret knowledge becomes a process by which that can be done, an alchemical process that Hegel called the dialectic. And this is actually the theology that we're going to dive into. Being is estranged from itself. This is the cause of all suffering. The suffering gives you your epistemology. Being estranged from your true being makes you suffer. Therefore, suffering tells you something about the true nature of reality that you didn't know. When we get into the actual dialectical theory of leftism, it's that man is actually, and always was meant to be, a social animal. So the full collectivist weight of leftism comes to bear, and all of a sudden you can start to see the picture of communism written right there, and Marx's ideas somehow being grafted onto that, with the one exception, of course, that Marx clearly talked about economics all the time. So I'll tell you, in the Economic and Philosophic Manuscripts from 1844, which we'll spend a lot of time with tomorrow, Marx actually explains how the people who are the producers, the capitalists, actually work kind of like little gods. And they hoard the capital to themselves and estrange everybody else, not just from access to capital, but from the true nature of their being. Blah, 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 blah. So God the tyrant is now a fiction created by the lords that run over the whole show, the bourgeoisie. And they are actually the tyrants that are imprisoning man and causing man to suffer, but the suffering that they experience in the underclass through their dehumanization, through their estrangement from their own being, through their estrangement from one another, through the alienation they experience from their work and their true nature, gives them the secret Gnostic insight, the bite from the fruit of the tree of knowledge, that allows them to understand that there's a true nature of man that happens to be socialist man, and that when that's achieved, we ourselves can be as gods. That's the theology of Marxism right there. It satisfies the whole definition, but we'll spend tomorrow on that.